Dominic, it's your boy Ink, and we're doing an album review. Motionless in White, Graveyard Shift. My God, probably that band best album, by far. With song like Voices, Untouchable, 570, which is a song that made me discover. No, 570 is probably the song that made me fall in love with Motionless in White. We're having Queen for Queen. We're having Soft. We're having Hourglass that I got tattooed here. Hourglass here. We're having also a song like fucking Necessary Evil, Eternally Yours. I discovered Motions in White through YouTube recommended. Again, thank you, YouTube recommended. And your song, Devil Night. Then I started seeing a song like Breaking the Cycle, Break the Cycle. Started seeing a song like for a second, I walk the world alone, no sanctuary. And it's kind of funny because the song that released that I was watching that day was 570. 570 was a single that was released before the album. Why Graveyard Shift is so good. I was a new Motions in White, right? But their old stuff sounded a bit too Marilyn Manson to me. So what I was like, okay, well, I like their shit, but I'm not a fan of Marilyn Manson, sorry. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do for that? Well, More Than White came out with an album, and 570 was their own music. And Graveyard Shift was an album that released a couple of months, like I want to say 5 months, I started falling in love with Motions in White. And why it was so good, I was working at a place where I was feeling a lot of anger. And again, I was talking about this in the previous video. Motions in White came at a time where I was at a job where there was no advancement. There was a lot being asked of me for no reward, and I don't think everything you do should have a reward. But I do think that if they're constantly asking you to improve, and it's a very stressful situation, and they're putting you under a lot of stress, and there's no compensation, then why would you suffer stress? I was in a position where I was loyal to one of my coworkers because he saved me during Christmas. While we're only supposed to have 2 employees. One of them was me, not because I was a good employee, because I was nice. I was speaking English and French. I could be relied on, right? And that really fucked me over because I was feeling so angry. Because yes, I'm being loyal to you, but you understand that my loyalty come out of self-deprecation. You're respecting me. The whole entire place doesn't respect me. Because they were respecting me, they would understand that this guy is under a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of stress. He deserves at least a thank you, at least a good job, right? Compensation is not only salary wise, it's respect wise, it's acknowledgement. I was just a simple employee, but I was doing way more than a simple employee, right? I was the one that had to give shit to a guy when they was sitting down, when he had to take a break. And at the job I'm the guy taking breaks, right? So it's fucked up that so when Graveyard Shift came, it was a song, and why the album is so good, why Motions in White Graveyard Shift is their best album. It's a very, it's not only angry, it's very affirmative, it's very, this is us, this is very, I wouldn't say confident, but it's very like stepping down, putting our foot down. If you think about a song like Necessary Evil, it's about a guy who, it's about Chris Motionless talking about how it's an amazing song. Honestly, it's amazing. It's about a guy who wants everything. It was hard, and he wants he said, "I'm gonna have my keep and have yours too. It's my body. I do what I want to, all that I want to, all that I want to. Lost and remain. I fed in the crowd." It's Necessary Evil, right? And this is such a good album. I'm gonna write down because I have to do some voices I have to do some video for the songs. It was just so crazy because again it was about him being who he wanted to be. People hating on him and said him saying fuck you, I don't care, I'll be who I want, and I'll get the reward for being who I want. If it's nothing, it's nothing. If it is everything, I'll take everything. So it's still good to hear somebody say that because this is what I needed to hear. This is what I needed to hear because again I was in a position where I felt like I was doing much and not getting anything. So I was like, well, I should be myself and I should say fuck you. Don't ask me to do overwork if you're not gonna acknowledge that I'm doing overwork. If you're gonna treat me like a basic employee, I'm gonna act like a basic employee. It's not necessarily against society. It's not against the there's a word for that, and I'm looking for words now. Um, establishment. I'm not saying exactly against the establishment. It's just saying like, yo, I'm a cog of the system, yes, but rather that cog of the system doesn't work. Right. Then we had Eternally Yours, which was another amazing song where he was like, yo, this is love for is forever, right? And it was just a video clip, Eternally Yours. You know, the song in itself, it was a love song, but it was a love song that said, no matter what, I'll be there. And it's crazy because, and their album that followed is like Another Life, where, and this life it didn't work, but the girl that he was in love with, it'll work in Another Life. So you see, Eternally Yours, Till Death, and he's talking about Another Life. So there was kind of like before that, a song that was amazing, Hourglass. Hourglass, I listened to it for days on days. I got it tattoos. So Hourglass was amazing. I did a review of that. You should check it out. It's really good. It was also Queen for Queen. Queen for Queen was amazing. It was so there's allusion to the Queen and checkers. So the Queen is the most powerful piece of the game, and it was like, I'll trade you my Queen for Queen. So I'm willing to sacrifice everything. And we're just against, again, it was felt very against establishment, but it wasn't necessarily. It was about a guy who was willing to sacrifice and asking people like, I'm willing to sacrifice everything for me, you know. And it was very affirmative. It was to me, this song was screaming self-confidence, right? There was another song called Soft, right? And it was about, oh fuck, it was so good. It was like he had a lot of haters. Chris Paul had a lot of haters. Which is why I had a lot of haters. He was like, yo, I don't care about the haters, because if I wasn't willing to take on the hate, I wouldn't deserve a place up there. I wouldn't deserve the place I have in society. I wouldn't deserve to be as popular as I am. Popularity comes with a certain notoriety, and that notoriety sometimes is negative, right? So stuff was super good. There were voices that was amazing. Voices in my head again, on my own skin. They're talking me over. What about how is it becoming crazy? Because again, it was touring a lot, and this album screams. Voices was such a good song because this album screams again self-affirmation, self-confidence. It screams, I'm there for ever. I'm here to last. I matters. I love myself. And then the voices, which was a song that was like, I don't really feel confident, right? So it was very nice that we got the two-part and a song that screamed vulnerability when the whole album screamed confidence. It's super, like, the contrast is amazing. We had also Untouchable, you can't let it go. To reach what you saw, you don't bleed the same. Untouchable was how, no matter what you scream at him, no matter who was trying to stop him, it was to say, you're not gonna stop me, and I'm gonna do what I want. So again, it felt so fucking good. And if you want to hear my favorite song, is 570, of course. It's 570. 570 was one of my very favorite songs ever from Ocean and White, and it was about a song. Oh, just the video clip. The video clip screamed to me life cycle. The world life cycle, the word life, which is I'd rather die for what I believe than live a life without meaning. And the video clip is a band having a concert in a warehouse, and Motion White did the same thing. And 570 was about people that doubted him. It was about his soft, yeah. It was about sorry, I'm taking notes because I want to do some clips after that. It was 570 was about his purpose, but it was about how he told people I'm gonna be successful, and believe it, but nobody believed in him. But here he is, successful as fuck. Gave her a shift. Those are the one I remember. Rats, I didn't like Rats. Ladder was good, but that's about it. And just the album itself, it was what I needed to hear from them. It was a song, it was an album that screamed, this is us. And my problem with Sugar and White was they were too similar to Marilyn Manson, right? And although that's not a problem, that's their inspiration. I understand that. You have to be your own thing, because if you're not your own thing, then people are gonna get, why am I listening to a copy when I can listen to the original, right? So you have to be yourself, and that album was themselves. So amazing artist, amazing album. Check it out, Graveyard Shift. I love you guys. Peace.